A game I feel that a lot of people, especially if you're scared of clowns, is going to really terrorize the entire country is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is an up-and-coming game, guys, that when I first saw it, I didn't really even know how to take it necessarily, but as I've seen more and, heard more about this game, it's really getting me very intrigued for what this game could all entail, and I wanted to talk about everything that we know at this point in time about Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So let's get into it. So guys, in an article that's coming to us from gaming.net and Jord Turi of the company, if you thought the quaint town of Crescent Cove was shot of those nasty killer clowns from outer space, then boy have we got news for you. Turns out TerraVision Games is booting up an asymmetrical horror game based on the cult classic 1988 film, and it'll be playable to play at some point this year, apparently. We're going to have to kind of wait and see on that, guys, if it's going to be 2023 or 2024. Obviously we'll have to kind of wait and see as time goes. Think Dead by Daylight meets Destroy All Humans, and you'll have an idea of what the team has in store. That's really the best way we can describe it, and it harkens back to some of the industry's most successful online multiplayer games to date. The only real difference here is, well, its blatant connection to the world of cheesy tropes of the 80s. Needless to say that anyone who found joy in Chiodo Bros' sci-fi comedy series will surely get a kick out of what's to come later this year. So what's this all about, guys? Well, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game, is a video game adaptation of the 1988 movie of the same title. In a similar vein as Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, and Evil Dead the game, the IP will feature an asymmetric blueprint, essentially pitting two factions against one another over a series of completely different objectives. To this end, you can expect to see plenty of team-based tasks and cat-and-mouse-like chases between the intergalactic killer clown trio and the good people of Crescent Cove. In case you missed the movie that launched way back in 1988, Killer Clowns from Outer Space follows the band of highly unorthodox extraterrestrial life forms known as, well, the Killer Clowns, in their attempt to kidnap the citizens of Crescent Cove. The game, as little of a surprise as it is, will base its story around a similar setup, with both species being playable, and while it won't feature all the intricacies as seen in the movie, it will incorporate the key locations and characters from Crescent Cove. Obviously, guys, I did not see the movie. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. That was before I was even born when this movie came out, and so I definitely want to see it, just kind of see, maybe we can get some more concepts and things of that nature of where they may be going with the game. It's pretty fascinating to say the least. But in terms of gameplay, guys, it's an asymmetrical horror, so you can expect to see a lot of tasks similar to those featured in Dead by Daylight. But in case you missed that, just know that tasks will likely involve either hunting down citizens as the Killer Clowns or completing a series of risky missions in the hopes of escaping as one of the citizens of Crescent Cove. Crescent Cove is a sprawling arena for unique 3v7 fights between clowns and humans, boasting various locations, randomly generated map layout, and a multitude of tactical opportunities for both teams. The elevator pitch adds unique approach to hide-and-seek gameplay, customization, and respawn systems, PvPvE dynamic objectives leading to multiple match results. Killer Clowns evolves the online horror formula in new ways. And I'm excited to see where they go with that, because obviously Dead by Daylight has done this so well. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when that released, that really added some very interesting elements. And now Killer Clowns from Outer Space kind of being somewhat like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, being, evolving from a movie. And now we've got to see what is all going to be entailed here. And that's what I'm really excited about, guys. This is a very intriguing one, and I think it could have some really exciting elements to it. Now, announced during the Gamescom event back in 2022, TerraVision Games confirmed that the upcoming asymmetrical horror would be gearing up for an early 2023 release. However, with only a beta edition out in the open and still no signs of a final product, it's fair to say that the original deadline hasn't been met. If we had to put a new pin on it, then we'd wager a Q4 2023 window at the latest. So I'm going to say that I actually think I'd be surprised if it's 2023. I mean, very, very well could be later this year. Maybe it's going to be in October or something of that nature. I'll keep you guys all up to speed as more information comes out. But it sounds like, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being at some point in 2024, just because when you start pushing a deadline back, there's probably still other things that they really got to work on, whether it's bugs, glitches, things of that nature. And I'm totally okay with that because I want this to be the best experience it can be. So take your time and make sure it's well polished and things of that nature. Now, right now, we can't say for certain when Killer Clowns from Outer Space will enter orbit. That said, TerraVision Games has gone as far as to say that it'll be coming to Xbox One, Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 4, PS5, and PC via Steam at some stage in 2023. And while that does leave a rather large gap between now and year's end, the release date announcement is likely imminent. There is a chance Killer Clowns will also release on Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus too. What with previous asymmetrical horrors being a major hit on both platforms. That said, until the devs make heads or tails of its final release window, we can't really say for certain what'll launch in tandem with the base copy. With a little luck, there will be 1 or 2 special editions and pre-order bonuses to boot. And I agree. I mean, I think it makes total sense for Killer Clowns from Outer Space to release on Xbox Game Pass as well as PlayStation Plus, just because we're seeing other games do this and they're showing and seeing a ton of success in terms of player count, people coming back to the experiences over and over again. I just really want, not only do I want there to be, Killer Clowns from Outer Space to have, ways that you can come back to the experience over and over again, being this PvPvE style. I would just love to see this genre evolve to the next level where there's more modes outside of that, base mode that they're creating here, being an asymmetrical horror title. I'd like to see more modes in the future from some of these. It'd be awesome to have story modes. It would be awesome to have, other multiplayer modes and things of that nature. Think of Fortnite and how Fortnite has evolved its just never-ending amounts of games that they're adding to the fray and to that game over time. It starts off as a battle royale, and then it just slowly but surely has been evolving. I would love to see something like that here with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But let me know, guys. Are you all excited about Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Killer Clowns from Outer Space content and videos, stay here with zrotv.